It's from like 40 years ago. And it's completely maintained by them, except where they block it. It used to be just this one. Trident. I want to see if I can get one more zoom. They got another, so this is new. You can tell, look, it still has green on it. This died, but it still has green. New, and it comes up. It's coming up. Uphill. It's something they do. I don't know. It's not something they want to do. It's something they all do. Where you live, where I live, they're all, look. It's just going to be done. And across the river, too. They do them, you'll see them across the rivers. You'll see it perfectly where some, like if you can imagine like a little person can walk across. That's not an accident. They do it at every single one because everywhere you see, where they are, there's little ones. Like little tiny ones. It's probably how we don't, without even magic, we can't ever sneak up because there's entities and little things and all kinds of things we don't even know about yet. Things I couldn't even imagine. I just know because they told me. Like, you think you have any grasp, you don't. Basically. It's way more, look at this, you guys. This isn't an accident. Look, there's the real deal. I wanted to get you a little bit of the real deal. Even if it's from here. If they're up there, they should do something. See, this path is theirs. Look how clean it is. You're telling me all those trees, there's not one stick here? How could there not be a stick, you guys? Not one of these sticks fell. Of course they did, like hundreds of them, and they throw them off. Look, it's the only one. Look, rock. Very strange rock. A face on it. No kidding, there's a face on it. This is just the beginning of it. You guys, that's a real world. Look what they did. You know how I know? Because it was really only that one, the first one. There's some big teepee structure there now. Right? Look, it's an X. Look. And you could just walk right through here. They had this. This was here. Things like this. I knew it was there. It's like this. That was like, I don't know if there was that one, but things like that would be there. Not that. Look how it's completely off the ground. You guys, it's been cleaned. Look. No one comes on, a person is not going to walk on this path. I mean, I've never seen people with motorcycles ride their bike to where they go walk. Look, it's all been this year eating. This is active. You guys, this is an egg. Look at this. Whatever this is. It's completely off the ground. And then this is the most amazing part. I told you I'm standing. I know I'm zapped. That's why I'm whispering. Why would I be whispering? Something's going on in my head. Watch this. I show you this, and only in their worlds do I show you this. I was just telling you this should have been, you know, like how clean it is back there. Look. This is why. Look how they pushed. A person wouldn't do that even. Let's just say this was a walking path. No one would do that. They would just walk right through. You would just step on this and be like, you know what, let me put all of these sticks in a pile. You know, it's like, it doesn't happen. This is what they do. Everywhere they go, there's the white paste, Brandon. And then this was it. That's why I'm so sure, like, all that's new. Because look, this is what it looks like. And they have this over and over and over, and there's some kind of marking. I think it's because there's seats in there. Because look, that's all eating, and it's been from this year. Lots of it. I haven't seen anything like since I've been here. Like nothing. I don't even think I saw one, no, not even, it wasn't even here. Was it here? I saw a Jay today, but he didn't make any noise or anything, which means he didn't follow me, he didn't do anything weird, which means I don't think he was with them. Because I told you, I'm up too high, too early. I know someone's doing something to me, but the fun is not, I don't think it's going to happen today. Look at this, see? None of this stuff's an accident, you guys. Look how clean it is. Oh my God. Yes, look at that X. It's never been there before. Never. Keep in mind, this is right, those white freestanding X's are right there. So Nick, this is what I want to do. I want to get me and you. We're going to take off down there into no man's land. It's completely legal. I'm saying for the video. It's not. It's just closed down, like it's not an open walking path, but I have complete permission to be here. Look over here. I guess the algorithm computer doesn't realize that it's Colorado Bigfoot speaking, and wherever I go, I'm allowed to be, and I have permission to be there. I say private property a lot. I guess the computer doesn't realize that I had permission to be on the private property. Of course, I'm 55 years old. Think I'm going to go trespass on someone's property? Absolutely, I would. No, I would. Unless you were like driving your car and like you saw like 10 Bigfoots like at a picnic table, then you can trespass. It's okay. The internet will understand. Be like, well, we're gonna give you a pass on this one. I just wanted to see why they were eating at the picnic table. I didn't mean to trespass. See, that has never been there. This one I know because it's stacked. I would never forget that. Like I knew the one I was going to see before I turned the corner, the first one that goes across like this, because I'm so used to ducking underneath it, and there it was, and then there was all these other ones on top of it. Don't see any marks in the snow. As you can see, leading up to them is all X's. Look at the ground X. Impossible. What is that? That's a stump. I don't have the right angle, but you can see how black that is. Like right there. If you go like right here, it's like looks really black. Remember, they use the ends of these stumps. If you're just a person that's getting involved with this, don't just look at something and have your brain make a decision. You need to process it, because the stump is how they're going to hide from you. So when you look at the stump, he's using magic. Your brain says, oh, it's just a stump, and you move on. He just beat you. It's that simple. It's fun to catch. Believe me, they don't even. If you can actually catch them in the super magic like I do, I've done 1,000 times to them. They like it. They can't understand how a human can do it, and we're in the beginning stages of that. It's really not that hard. The reason it's the simple reason that they can't understand is because we just didn't have the knowledge. And then when you just sit out here for 10 years straight, every single day you can, for hours, forever and ever. Like today's 10 hours, 9 hours. I'm not timing it. Look at that. See, this is another thing to look for. You'll see it over and over. Way at the top of the world, down this trail that was closed down in the 70s. Right? There just happens to be a stick resting over top of a stump, which is something that they do. And you'll see it over and over and over. So this is real curious to me, this down here. It's just turning into a vlog, but whatever. Because I can see their sticks. Look, everything, things I'm not showing you. Every spot has like seats. They're like structures. See that? I just can't zoom into every one of those. That's been done like yesterday. And it goes all the way down, like really far down, and then it goes all the way back up, and then right there, it would take longer than you think. longer than I would think to go back to those white X's. So, which makes me very curious to what's going on in between. I got the best world of real straight giant structures that'll blow your mind. Literally, you guys, like you've never really seen before, is up in there, right? Hidden. Come through here, which is the only thing that nothing really changed except that we cut this path in, right? Which is meaningless to them, I think. I mean, they're obviously, it means something because they're marking it. Isn't that weird? Process this as I go through. Like, why? So they're here, we get it. Why did they have to do this on the path? No one wanted to do it. They have to do it. Why? That's not Bigfoot, okay? Bigfoot doesn't do that. It's a friend of his. So these have never been here before. Like, I think this was. See this one? Like that, I remember. This, it was not there. And it's touching that. That wasn't there, that wasn't there. X. A lot of snow, see? Look at all the snow in there. I'll bet you where they're eating is there's like 4 feet of snow. That's why it's so quiet here. That's why I'm acting kind of normal. Like I'm almost like boring. Because I'm not like, I don't know. I was when I was whispering, like that was legit. And then I don't feel that. Feel that. Oh my God. You guys, there's like breezes like out there, but not in here. It happened right at that, right in front of me. You guys, the crazy thing is, I felt it. You heard that, right? Thank you so much. That's in front of me, you guys, like between me and my motorcycle. Am I scared? Not at all. They know that's my favorite thing. Because I just said I felt zapped and it was, you know what the crazy thing is? That's where it stopped. Because he can only do it when you're close. I think has to see you. Look at this. You guys, a tree just got pushed down, a big one. Now I know it was big because when it hit the ground, I felt it on my feet again. Now this is the second time out in a row. The last time he did it with his feet, but this time when the tree fell, like so when the tree hit the ground there, I felt it on the ground, like really, really felt it. It's an amazing thing that when something falls, it's them. Remember, you when you're looking at structures and a tree falls down, it's them, okay? I've done it more than anyone in the world on video. What fell? You guys gotta see that they're like up in the sky up there. Like there's like X's and star structures up in the sky. Just keep in mind, I think some of that isn't what we think. Like they can do things that, like up in the sky, might not necessarily be what we thought it was. I don't know. Look at that. This is where it just happened. Because I feel really weird right now. This is where it happened. This is where I was just saying. Here's the interesting part. It's not a coincidence. I was like, I don't feel zapped anymore. I was whispering, remember? Well, this is where I stopped. I was whispering and then stopped. Right about here. And then look at the backup evidence. There's some kind of teepee right there. The eating is all right there. An insane amount of eating, you guys, with all kinds of branches and sticks leaned up on the... Like, those are just put there. and there's like... Not only that, you guys, look at all the eating on top. Like, they're just in there, right? There's like a hut in there. I don't hear any squirrels. I don't see any, and there's no holes anywhere. And it's just like all my other spots. There's a pile in there big enough for a dump truck. when they do that, a lot of times when I'm here, the tree will go in and it will go to another structure. I don't know which one it was. I think it was that one. It was either that one right there or this one. I think it's that one. I think it was that one right there. There's no way he was right there because he's the guy doing this. Can I get, if you whistled right now, at least one more person will go to Patreon. That was pretty good. It's because of Kelly. KK, okay? So will everyone. Oh, huge shout out to Beverly as well. John. My Patreons. I have the best, I'm gonna, like, I don't know what my Patreons are all gonna be rich one day. You don't believe me? He's right there, invisible. Yes, I know it because I wouldn't have been talking like an idiot for the last 5 minutes since that happened. I would have been investigating what's going on. Look at all the sticks. Yes, there's a rock that someone just put there. Right? It's just been put there like a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Not that much longer than that. All of this has been cleaned. Whoa. That scared me, only because one just fell down, you know. Look, that one stick right there. Thank you, guys. Look, it happened right at a trident. How do you believe? I hate trying to prove things. Crazy looking trident with all kinds of like draping stuff on it, which is, I'm sure, a way to hide. Could you, come on, just one whistle. You guys, what fell down? I mean, that was like something walk right up here. Where does he go? That's how you know, because they don't have to go anywhere. Look at your trident, you guys. Another trident behind it. Another trident right there. Just looking for the magic. Doesn't mean you'll see it. There's no way that would, you guys look, there's not one little breeze in here. Just that, look, you can see. Look at the branches. There's nothing. There's some way up in the sky, like out, you can hear it a little bit, and I've been in some breezes, but like since that happened, look, it couldn't be, there's your breeze. And it's blowing, and it's really blowing because it's coming like this. And nothing, I mean, there's no way it blew down a tree that big, you guys. I felt it on the ground. And then look up there. Yes. Yes, I wasn't doing a video. And now I have like almost a video. It's very hard. Look, you guys want to criticize? Go film your own video. Go do a Bigfoot video and try to get one follower. Please. That you don't know. Mom, can you follow me? That doesn't count. I'd never asked my mom to follow me. Right? So instead of criticizing, let's see you do it. I'm just talking to like a made-up person. I dare you. Just go out and let's see your video. Like, that's all the other videos out there, right? Nobody sees them, no one cares, and it's a waste of time. If you don't go to their seats, you're not involved in the subject. If you don't go to tridents, you're not involved in this subject. If you're not filming an X, you're not involved in this subject. Stop wasting your time and everyone else's. No one's mad at you. Just take a step back. Be like, you know what? I didn't know. I'm just like everyone else. Don't be embarrassed. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Mark, thank you so much for now I can go on and do this the right way. Your ego doesn't have to get involved here. Just because I'm twice the badass that you'll ever be doesn't mean you have to get upset. I'm teasing. Or am I? I don't see any of them out here for 12 hours at a time, where it's impossible to get, where you need a motorcycle to get, where you need 10 years of being with them to get, right? I bet you didn't think about that stuff either, did you? Man, I was so comfortable. Look at that. There's two X's, and then there's a base touching both X's. Look at that, you guys. The base is not on the ground. There's one that comes under the base to hold that up. There's a boulder behind the X. I'm telling you, it's the boulders, guys. Yes. Yep. That guy has like a flap on it. Why does it gotta be that weird looking with sticks touching it? It's not sticks, it's a system. It's just for moments like this. There's the lookouts, it looks like. Look at that. They told me they can do it without any ever putting any stick there. They don't need to do any of that. But that makes it easier. And I think that goes beyond that. So he answered my question, but like not to where it compromised them. So he's not going to give me like the exact real answer. But he also told me the truth. Like a lot of the answers they give me are not going to help me, but they're the truth. Look here, see? This is where I was, you guys. There's an X in there. Oh, I like this. There's because I'm on the outskirts of one of my favorite worlds, and look how they're messing with it. I wonder if we should go down. Let's keep going. What's this? There is no doubt this border. Look, you guys, look how clean it is here. Right? There's some kind of a border tree. There's an X there. This has been, look, trident completely off the ground. The trident's off the ground completely. This one goes over the trident. Here's the seats. I've seen this once before. I was here once before. This looks like this year. I just think it might have been a deer. Look. Because there's poop there, and I see a deer. I see a hoof. I'm not seeing them yet. I want to say, oh, wow. You guys, look at this. Look at the view I got now. That's one of their they look out of that, you guys. Believe me, they have already cleared. We've got to look over there in a second. But just in case, and you guys, it comes all the way down. I mean, this is insane, that over there. And then look at the trees. The tree line is all structures. That's an X. Look at, there's two. White. No, two more white X's, you guys. Wow, I don't mean to say you guys so much. I'm from New Jersey. No catchphrases here, nothing. I just say the way I've always talked. Blatant became I don't even like the word blatant, and it became like my catchphrase early on. I have a book someone sent me a book called Blatant. I didn't mean for it to be. I didn't even like that word. I'm not sure how that happened. That's when my passion was at the highest. This world will do that to you. I know, I get the advice, believe me. Look at this, you guys. What a little spot right here. So this is an extension of that world that they are using at some point or another. You see that? Look at the leaner, you guys. It goes all the way up the tree. And then check this out. This is old deer. I got new deer and old deer. These are their seats. So this is where they'll be in places like this. And that's why it's all mulch, but they haven't used it this year. Not that I can see. Look at that leaner. Do you see how that looks in the screen? If you ever just see that, look at it. It's just leaning in the middle of nowhere. They did it. Every time. For entertainment purposes only. I don't feel zapped at all. I thought I did earlier. When I was walking by, like he might have just left me there. Like, explain that to me. Like, how could all those trees, branches be inside? Funny, they hide from themselves. Look, why is it going blurry all of a sudden? There's an incredible teepee right there. You can see this one going up, you can see the other one coming out. I don't know, I changed my settings and seemed to fix it. You guys, out of nowhere, my camera just started going blurry. It's something people ask me about batteries and stuff, and I don't believe it. So that they drain your battery. I'm not saying if you have a story like that, it's not true, and that I wouldn't believe it. I'm just saying it would have happened to me a million times. They don't drain your battery. Is it possible? Absolutely. These guys can do like anything. So I would believe it somehow, but I don't think so. They're really not allowed to, even so if they can. I know one of their rules is no, because the only time they can do anything with you is if you're standing here. It's only when you're in their home to protect themselves. Look at this madness. That tree, that one stick is like, yes, there's no way that could be in there. Look at this. So could you imagine what their big structures look like? It's like that. Trees like that, except in large scale. And it's just 100 yards from here. Probably like 200 or 300 yards. This corner, I can't help to come to the one conclusion that it's just like a spot on the earth that is away from anything and everyone. Even people in their world. See the seat? Look at the seat. It's so good. See how the straights come down? Every one of those was just stuck in the ground. That's amazing. And it's so good that that's right there. And I just want to be able to chill here with them. I haven't figured out why. Is it just like as simple as that no human can be trusted? Are they orders from God? Why is a human not brought in like right away? Like they could just be standing over there and go, shh, put the camera down, right? Or however they do it. And they just bring me over there, show me everything, tell me everything, and just say, look, you can't, just don't go and tell anybody. Like, don't do this anymore or do this more, but this is what you say, this is what you don't. Like, why does it have to be some giant, big, ridiculous secret? You know what I'm saying? I get it. So what you want to do is just look around at humans. Most human, you guys are very, very not good. If you don't have GOD, you're not going to cut it anywhere out here. See, notice where the seats are. It's something I've got to tell you, okay? And it starts right here. Do I turn the camera on? Guys, you notice like they're like hemlocks or something, and they're like, you know, they're not straight. They're like Christmas trees, right, all the way down. Look around them. You'll see it's the same thing forever and ever in there. It goes. There's no disturbances. It's like this. You know, without the mulch, it's just completely full. No one's ever been there. As soon as you get to this is what you want to look for. Look, it's the first one, right? No branches. Look at that. You see how beautiful that is? Look carefully again at the trees. Just look at the trees. How perfect and beautiful they are. It's like you're seeing, and it's even with me filming it. It's like out of a storybook. It all fits together. You can just use your brain. Just let it go. Let go. Let it go. You guys, it's a fact. Every one of you, even the biggest believer, has this tremendous walls built. I know because I sit out here with 7-year-olds, and they're better at it than I am. With not uninhibited, without any blocking, being embarrassed, or thinking someone might think they're crazy, or any of the nonsense that all of you have to process. All you got to do is let that stuff go, you guys. Stop caring about what the world told you to, and care about what you want to. Okay, look, literally where that seat is, and I told you I should never show you a trident. I couldn't see it then, but look. All right. Yes. Not one mark where the full trees are. They don't even touch them or go in there ever. You guys, I don't even think they walk through them. I find them everywhere. Every time I go into like a place like that, where they're full trees, there's nothing there. And you just try it. Look around, you'll see that like the weeds are in full effect. You won't have the walking like you will here at the X's and the straight trees. It'll just be nothing again. I don't know what it is. It's got to be the conduction of energy, where the branches. That's why they don't like the branches. These straight poles are what they want. And to me, it's a conductor. You could send electricity right through that probably, and especially energy. And if it had branches, the energy would have to go out every branch, right? And so you're going to reduce the amount of energy. It's going to take a lot more to charge it. So these things just like zzz, I don't know what it is. That is a part of an X. It's just so simple that that's why you hear me get upset, because it's so easy. You couldn't be here. I wouldn't be here if it was. I didn't know how hard it would be, but it's very difficult, but very simple too, because I already did all the work for you. Why is there always a Bigfoot? There's always a Bigfoot. I zoom into the rocks and X's and I film Bigfoots. I can't figure it out. If I see a Bigfoot right now, I quit. I'm not kidding. I thought I was going to get a better zoom up there. Like, what is that? That's normal? That's just natural! I'm not even sure if that is, to be honest with you. Like, that's not even, like that. I think that came out of a machine, if you ask me, okay? Or a plane. It's both. What makes you think that's not made somewhere? We just didn't know it. I like that better. Give me this big, puffy white cloud. I'll believe that's from God. When I see oil slicks in it, I'm telling you, you put on the right sunglasses and look at the sun after they've sprayed, and you'll see it'll look like a puddle that you spilled oil into. It's an unbelievable thing. All right, again, you're not seeing a video. This isn't a video. I'm just showing you real quick. So I'm going to film where I know that they're active. I already saw one of them from a long distance, like a patty. Yeah, walking. Well, it was just black, but it was. So let me show you where. They did this last year. All of a sudden, you couldn't get through. Like it's two. Remember, I was explaining to you. Look where the two are, right? And then look for your backup. Like, did they do that? Yes. That's how we know. It's never just one thing. They always have. It comes uphill, you guys. They're both all completely off the ground and go uphill. In there is real good down there. Because the things that have happened to me standing right here. So that's what I want to show you. We're going to go over here. I want to zoom over. I only show you as I'm doing this place. Do I zoom over there? I'm going to show you X's over there, everything. They were just walking over there. Well, one of them was. I didn't see him from here, but I saw him from way down below. So let me show you how. I'll get whistles right here. And I haven't got one. I haven't got any noise. That's why I think it's early. I mean, let me tell you something. I can go out lots of days and not get anything. So I tell people that, like, remember, I think people think like I can just make it happen at will, and it's just not like that. It sort of can seem like it because I am so familiar with where they are and where to go to do that it normally happens, even if I can get them to talk to each other. People think that Mark, they love you. It's like, if you want to believe that, that's fine. I'll tell people it's not true. Because I don't want to tell them because I want people to think I'm cool. But I have to be completely honest in this. I'll never take any credit for something that is that, like, in other words, they're not saying hello to me. He's notifying the forest. So I've been up here a long time. I just have like maybe half an hour footage of, I don't even know if you'll see. That's never been there before. Right there. When I say that, it means I was here 6 months ago. So yeah, look, and then there's two coming up. Two, with a third one behind it. This is so active because it's old ancient forest down there. It's so good in there. I might just go in here, you guys. That's where the actual world is itself. Unless they call me, I'm not going in. I've got to hear something. They know how it goes with me now. I just want to go down here. Elk. Because they're all right down. There should be down there. I don't know yet. In 2 weeks, yeah. Like right here last night, it was probably just about freezing. It was probably like 33 here last night. So it's not that comfortable. They do go in that, no problem. But it's not for long periods of time. Let's say if you could access all of your brain. Oh, you want to hear something interesting? We don't just use 10% of our brain. Do you know that that's a myth? Do you know that it's the biggest myth ever that people believe as fact? Look it up, you guys. We actually do. We just don't know what we use. So do you know what happened? It was like in the 17 or 1800s, this guy was studying the brain, and he said he could only figure out what 10% of the brain does. It was something like that, right? And from there, it somehow caught on that we only use 10% of our brain, and it became like this rumor that spread into fact. So there's a lot of things out there that we all think that it's just simply not true. So it's not. It is absolutely not true that we only use. I've said this so many times, just going by what I've been raised by. You know, the world told me. Oh wow. See, I told you down there it's good, you guys. I don't just make this stuff up. Yes. Oh, good. See, if I see that, it means I'm showing the clip. You probably wouldn't have even seen this. But when I see that, that's never been there, like you guys, ever. Look, it's got 3. Look. So it's got like another fork on the third. That's as good as it gets. Well, it's not actually. It's pretty good. Oh, I'm so tempted to go back down there. Look at the path, look how clean it is. So this is all theirs. So it looks like some path someone might walk down, but I'm all the way at the top of the world. You can't park. And you'd have to have a motorcycle. And then look how clean it is. What this used to be, I think it was from the 60s. It used to be a logging trail. And you can tell by how old it is. There's seedlings growing right in the middle. There's some really big ones down here. It was the 60s or 70s. You guys, look at the tridents here. Please, look, there's another tree. It's a trident crossing the path. Another one coming up there. Trident. A made one, you guys. Make no mistakes, guys. Just remember what I tell you about just trusting me. I will never let you down. So you're better off just fully trusting me. If I lie to you, I'll give everyone $1 billion. You can sue me because I just said it here. He lied. He owes me $1 billion. That would be something that happened to me. I wouldn't lie, but somehow like someone thought I did, and I owed like 10,000 people $1 billion. Of course I do. That'd be funny. The most in debt person in the world would be me. I'd be I'd have to start a GoFundMe. Minus 10 billion. There's only one person that could fix that. Just so you know where I am. You can kind of see the mountain behind. All right, now let's go. I wasn't going to plan it. I wasn't planning on showing that, but something's happened to me. I'm starting to feel like I did that in that last video where I was like, this, that, da, 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 da. Uh-oh, we got new trees. I'm going to leave this going. I might have to pop into here, you guys. It's so good in there. Look, we got sun here. Ooh. I left my key in the bike. So remember this year we got 2 wolf packs out here. They're like right here somewhere by the satellite. They don't keep it current. They keep you behind them because they don't want people finding them. But like I could walk, especially on a path like this. You know, they love to use, when they find these things in the middle of the forest, anything's going to use this, and you can tell it does. Deer, elk, moose, coyotes, bear, of course. The moose and the bear are probably, and the deer are the most up here. And of course them, this is right in the, look at this, you guys. This is amazing to me. They're old, so it looks like it's been like this, but it hasn't. I have a video just right here from, I think it was 2 years ago. I didn't even want to be here tonight. I'm not supposed to be here. Check it out. That one's on top of that one, so it's an X, right? Look at it. It's all twisted and petrified, and it goes across. So what they're doing is they're really trying to return. Remember, nothing's a rush, but over the next 100 years, they're just trying to. I think it's been happening now for some time. They want this path that used to be an old logging trail to go back to Mother Nature, and that's exactly what's happening. You can see this is where the path used to be. It's all, this tree's has to have been growing for, it's taller than me. So in fact, it goes way taller, so that's about 15 years old, at least. Probably took some time, even when this was done, motorcycles come down, things like that. So it does take so many years before the seedlings even just by chance grow there. So I would say 70s. Just if you had to guess, this is probably, it was cut in the 70s. With some of the first old, it's when they first got here, really. There's a few explorer types that came out here on a horseback somehow, but that's it. And you can come across their old mines. We've had a deer lately here. So I want you to know where I'm walking, or an elk, I mean. Ooh, I heard that. is right in the middle of one of their giant worlds of structures. So all the structures are right to my right. I just want to make it so you understand that I'm not just walking down any path. But I want to zoom over there. I walked all this way just to take some zooms over there. Because I've only done it twice, but I do it like for 1 second and then keep going. But this time I'm here just to do that. I take these zooms sometimes because of, you see like once in a while, like on the internet, you'll see like a zoom like this and then there's something walking over there. I've seen it now. But with my eyes, by the time I got my camera, it was gone. They know. You could be here and something's walking up there and somehow he knows you see him. That's the hard part. But it's actually the easy part. It's just the hard part, the way we've been taught. And it's just incredible like this. It's so incredible. And then look at the forest beyond as well. All right, ready? Wait for this. Can I sit down? I would love to leave the camera just sitting like this for a while. You guys, there is so much more there than there used to be. Look at the X, you guys. There's two right next to each other, freestanding in the open. You're seeing it right there. That feeling you got in your stomach, it's real. Like that or not, whatever, that wonder of like, wow, look at that. That's like where they are back there. That's some hidden, yes, that's what I'm doing standing here. I swear to you. You're not supposed to say that. Never say I swear to God. Like even if you're telling the truth, like, because you're not, think about what you're saying. So never just say these things, it's a mistake. See, there's seats down here. You go over there, there's real structures and like mulch, right? I can't sit down. I want to sit down for like a long time, like set the camera up, but I can't look. It goes all down in here, it's not just there. That's one of the reasons it's so good, because there's no view to it. Like they're not restricting how good their stuff is, and it's being done with like structures, and it looks like a witch, you guys. Like it's all, like, let's see if we can get some more zooms. I'd like to do a whole video almost right here, especially if we can get something to move. Look at the tree line, you guys. The reason it looks like witchy over there is because of it's done with aspens. And it looks to me like they've been molding these trees since the beginning of time. Because the tops of them are all jigged. I mean, that whole place over there is like funky, you guys. I can't sit down. I've got to sit to get these zooms. This is the type of place you want to be able to do what I just did at nighttime. You can get them in the day, but at night it's a whole different thing. Someone was walking up there before. It's why I came all the way over here. The only difference is I saw it from way down there. Only I know, because I can look from 3 miles away. And a special spot I can get on the bike. And I was like, oh my God, I saw it. I knew it wasn't a bear. I had just seen a bear with its cubs. This was something walking. And I swear he knew. Like they know. It's so weird how they know. Did you see that? You guys see those structures in that gap up there? That's movable. You see that rock? You see the videos online where they say, we found a giant. They have no idea what they're doing, but they claim to have found doors. It's so funny. Like, why wouldn't they just ask me? Because they don't know to ask me, because I'm suppressed from people like that. From the mainstream. Mainstream people don't know I exist. Because they don't want regular people to be like, hold on, I believe this guy. It's the last thing in the world they can have, is you believing what I'm showing you. They know it's too late, but everyone else. I know the word's out that I'm here, but it doesn't mean I can't catch them. Do you guys see that? Look at that. Just look at that. Remember, there's X's all around it. freestanding X's. What is this guy doing? He's killing me, this guy. Look. I'm not gonna see him. There's a spider right here. Ah! Here, let me get him on that tree. He's on my viewer right now. All right, I saved him. It was hard because I'm zooming and he's just hovering right in front of me the whole time. A little spider. You got to be careful. I don't think there's anything poisonous up here. But with a spider, and if you're in the wilderness alone, you're just better off. Even a tiny little spider, not letting him bite you, because why does it look like a giant face in there? Because that's a face. They always tell you. What is that? A shadow? Look at the X at the bottom of the screen. Oh, please move. Please move. Where'd it go? I don't know. I'm not using my eye, so I can't tell where that was just now. Didn't I just zoom in on something? I think it's a shadow. Why does it have to look like one of them with an X, you guys? Is that one of them? Look at the white rock behind him. It looks like a face. Remember, you're looking at an X. If there's something black behind an X, it's very possibly trying to fool you. You're a human with an exception. You're supposed to have an exceptional brain. Use it. I'm seeing an X. For the 30,000th time, there's something black with a black head behind it, but it just looks like this. It can't be. Okay? Are you processing? There's an X there. Okay? It's amazing. I guess I'm just talking to, you know what it is? It's the person that didn't know that it was 30,000 times. They're just completely clueless. Like I said, they're literally in their underwear, typing on their internet. And they pause their Xbox to troll people online. While he's playing his game, all he's doing is trolling people online. You noob, you suck. I'm better than you. You know, this is what we're dealing with. The lowest IQs ever. In the history of the world. That's a fact, by the way. You know. Because we have the most people, so with the most people, everything is the most now. I guess that is so good right there. Hold on. That is so good right there. All right, I think what I'm going to have to do is just sit here for a bit. Let me stop doing this. Just for like 10 minutes, and then I'm going to immediately just do it again. Just in case, like, just so that the guards get let down. I'll tell you, I'm seeing a lot of unusual rocks, you guys, among those X's and structures. Some of those rocks look real strange, like they're to look out of. I'm almost sure. You know how many times I've seen that? Not as many as you would think. 2 or 3 in 10 years. And not here. Down, and it's in the petroglyphs, and then lower Colorado, like Loveland. They're to me like famous for doing that. A place like this in Loveland. Not only that, but they lift up rocks. So there'll be like a rock. See that rock right there? It looks like a bird beak. Yeah, like they'll move that rock. It actually opens up, and it might just be big enough for them to even crawl in. But I don't know if they go in and out there, but they'll look out of it. It's a crazy thing, you guys. It's legit. And then I've caught it on the camera like lots of times. Isn't that where the structure was up there, right? I haven't just zoomed in a while. I think people will like it. Look for tricks. I don't think it's that, this is just, I could be wrong. I don't think it's that busy over there yet. But someone's over there. That's all I know. Someone is over there. But in like 2 or 3 weeks, it'll just be out of control over everywhere here. I'm just up a little bit too high today. That's just the rock, I think. I see tridents in there. They'll always look into the shadows. That's how they do it. That's just a shadow mark, I know, but that's where he'll hide. He knows you. Anything he's going to do is nothing like what you would do. We don't like to hide, people. See, there's more lookouts, I think. I haven't seen anything yet. I mean, shocker, right? I don't need to. I'm just trying to get them for my patrons. Like, I'd love to see one just, like, within our reason, move around those rocks. Remember, I'm not zooming somewhere by accident. This is known to me. I have some of the best structures ever found in the world, 100 yards from me, inside the forest. The path I'm on has tridents being pushed down all around it. There's seats right behind me that I haven't shown you yet. Wow, look at that. Something else I see. Look how unusual in front. See how that rock is? Like it's been put like that, like someone might walk around it. And there's some white thing at the base of it. Hold on, I can't get there. Wait till it drops. See down there? Look at down there. You guys, there's like a trident there. My hands are literally going numb. Hold on. Where's that rock? Look at that white thing, you guys. I think that's their tech. See how it's glowing? It's glowing, I think, in the sunlight. Why does that look like a Bigfoot? I'm just looking at a 1x2 inch screen, but with bad eyes. But I get the way the shadows work with these rocks. It looks like it could be a shadow against that boulder, but I mean, unbelievable that it makes a Bigfoot. And there's a black head behind the X. I just find that amazing to me. Could it be a coincidence? Actually, yeah, it could be. But you always want to look extra careful. These things are planned out in ingenious ways. It's not like there was no thought put into it. They're, in my opinion, a million years ahead of you. Literally, a million. Notice that one stick. It's like a vine. I can't get in that far. It runs out. There's one, I can't show it to you right now, but it runs to the right and goes into the bushes. So when I showed up, I'm sure before I even got into view, they were probably already. What I'm looking for is the ones that just backed up into position. Look at all those. You guys, look at the sticks just leaning there. Do you see it? They've been built. That's what it would look like if you had been living there. They're inside those caves right there. That's how it works. Plus, they're from a different world than, well, they're not, actually. Because here they are. It's just the way we've been taught. Wow. I don't think I'm gonna... This is the hardest part of the job right here. Not sitting here, but actually getting up. Like, I don't want to get up. Oh, where's my hat? Oh, it's on my bike. Nick, we got to come down this trail with the bikes and go down that way, and then somehow get over there. I think we can. We'll probably have to leave the bikes, like, it won't matter back in there. We'll hide them. No one will ever find them. If they did, they wouldn't take them. And then I think if we should walk, we should get into there. And then what's amazing about that, you guys, is what's behind it is just some really amazing untouched forest. So I believe that if me and Nick got back in there, it would be really good. But that's kind of where you want to be. Like, so what I'm doing today is just like preliminary, kind of just showing you what I'm checking out, deciding where to go, things like that. I knew I was going to be early. There'll still be snow. The seats aren't there. I'm not seeing eating. I am, but it's down low, not up high. You figure I'd learn by now, because I think I've done this every year for 10 years. This is like my 9th or 10th season. And I remember saying the same thing every single time, that I'm a little bit early. Which is good. It shows you I'm on it. You know, I'm always the first one up here. Typically. I wouldn't be up here right now if it wasn't for what I do. See, back out in there, the trees are just huge. And you just can't get there without walking. I just want to see something. For some reason, I can see this big black ball out there. And I don't know how I can see it. And I just want to see what it is. Like, what is that? It's so far away. Look. I don't know how I saw it. WXF1 Panasonic. There's also this one has the internal stabilizers, but you can also look for the 991. There's a bunch of cameras like this. They all look the same with different models. Adios, amigos.